Hello, everybody. Today I want to go over some division, and I'm going to go over the Khan Academy examples, and I want to use the flag division method, okay? So let's just get started on this. So I'm going to put my 2 over here, and my 4 over here, and then I put my 2, 7, 9. Sorry about that. Great. So this is the setup, and that's really important. However many digits there are here, they're going to be over here. Okay, now the steps are, how many times does 2 go into 2? And we know the answer to that is once, and we know there's a remainder of 0. Great, now I want to take the 7 and I'm going to subtract 4 times 1. So that's just 4, obviously. And that gives me 3. So how many times does 2 go into 3? We know the answer to that is once. And we know there's 1 left over. To get my final remainder, I say 19 minus 4 times 1. So this is my remainder, and I say 15. This is my quotient. This is my remainder. So again, kids will be really successful once they use this method. Okay, so I'm going to put 11, and then I'm going to put a remainder of 15. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, again, so I'm going to put same setup. Put my 6 over here, 8 over here, and then 7, 5, and then I'm going to put a 7 over here. Great, so we repeat the process. How many times does 6 go into 7? Once. And I know I have a remainder of 1. So I take my 15 minus my 8 times 1, and I get 7. How many times does 6 go into 7? Once, with a remainder of 1. So now I'm going to subtract 17 times 8 times 17 minus 8 times 1 is just 8. And I just bring this down. Okay, so I get 9. So my answer is 11, remainder 9. Okay. As you can see, it's very reliable, very easy. It makes you work with a single digit divisor essentially, okay? So same process. So 3, 7, and I'm going to put 3, 2, 6, and then 1 digit over here. Okay. So how many times does 3 go into, this is an interesting example because we might have to make an adjustment here. So how many times does 3 go into 3? Once, with a remainder of 0. Now, as you can see, once I do 2 minus 7, I'm going to have a negative adjusted dividend. I don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to lower this by 1. So I'm going to make this a 0. And I'm going to increase this by this amount. So 0 plus 3 just becomes a 3. Okay, so I'm going to cross that out and just put a 3 over here. Great, so I have 32 minus 7 times 0 is just 0. So I have 32 over here. How many times does 3 go into 32? And I'm going to put 9. Okay, so 3 times 9 is 27, and I have 5 left over. So as you can see, again, I'm going to have a negative, right? Once I do my minus 63, I'm going to have another negative digit here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross this out. I'm going to put an 8, right? I'm going to go down 1. Then I'm going to go up 3, so this becomes an 8. Okay, so now I have 86 minus 7 times 8 is 56. So I get 30. Great. How many times does 9 go into 30? Let's just say 9. And there's 3 left over. Okay. So again, that's going to lead to a negative. So let's try 8. Great. Now there's 6 left over. So 65 minus 56 is going to be 9. So my answer is 88, remainder 9. Okay, so this one is a little tricky. You have to make some adjustments. But again, if you're going to have a negative remainder, what do? You go down, you go to the left, you go down 1 quotient figure, and then you increase the remainder by that divisor flag digit amount, okay? All right, let's do another one. Okay, great, excellent. So now we have 3 flag digits. So we're gonna put a 4 over here and a 3 over 3 and a 3 over here, and then 9, 2, and then 8, 2. Okay, so how many times does 4 go into 9? Twice. 1 left over, and then I say 12 minus 3 times 2 is 6. So I get 6. How many times does 4 go into 6? Once. And there's a remainder of 2. Okay, now I'm going to make 2 adjustments. So I say 3 times 1 is, so I say minus 3. And then I say minus 6. And I'm just going to bring this down since this is my remainder. So I have 25. 28 minus 3 is 25. 25 minus 6 is 19. And now, I have to make an adjustment, okay? So this is basically, I essentially have 190. And I have to subtract. I'm going to take this 2 minus 3 times 1, right? So 2 minus 3 times 1 is just 1. So I should have 21, and then, so 21 is my quotient, and 189 is my remainder. Okay, so as you can see, very reliable method, works well. Just have to practice a little bit, okay?